it looks like Young Miami might be on the run after Diddy snitched on her to save himself. I don't know if y'all know this, but my man Diddy has been snitching on everybody and anybody to save himself, and Miami is next in line. She just got exposed for allegedly helping Diddy move nose powder from place to place, and she is in a lot of trouble with the feds, which is why she is allegedly running. But she is not the only person who got named in this case, because 50 Cent's baby mama, Daphne Joy, also got pulled into this mess for being on Diddy's payroll as an intimacy worker. Baby, this is a hot stinking mess because 50 is beyond furious at the situation, and he is not about to let this disrespect slide. Y'all, I just know that Young Miami is starting to regret how she has been running her mouth about Diddy and bragging about how she is never gonna leave him, because now she is in a deep load of trouble and she probably isn't going to get off easily. She has spent years bragging about how Diddy is her man and how he trusts her with everything, and now it looks like she's going to have to face the music because the feds are now after her as well. Diddy has been in trouble for a couple of months now, starting with the lawsuit that was brought against him by his ex Cassie Ventura. Cassie went into detail about the bad treatment that Diddy had subjected her to while they were dating, and she opened the floor for 3 more women to bring their own lawsuit against Diddy. Now, Miami was not mentioned in any of these lawsuits, but she still caught a lot of heat for it because of how closely she was associated with Diddy. Oh, and don't even get me started on the allegations that she could have been involved with helping him force other women into freak-offs, and people brought up the time she threatened Diddy's other side piece, Gina Hunn, with what sounded like a freak-off. But again, that was speculation because nothing was brought against her and none of the lawsuits even mentioned her. That quickly changed, however, when producer Rodney Jones, aka Lil Rod, filed his own lawsuit against Diddy and exposed Diddy for carrying out some nefarious acts during his infamous parties. He claimed that Diddy allegedly made minor girls at the parties where he allegedly gave them alcohol and sometimes spiking the drinks without the knowledge or permission of the victim. He also accused Diddy of allegedly using at the parties with other attendees, including Young Miami. This was the first time that Young Miami was mentioned in the lawsuits that were filed against Diddy, and that's when we knew that something was up. See, she had gone over and beyond to distance herself from Diddy from the moment Cassie sued him. She hasn't been seen in public with him, and she even deleted pictures of them together from her social media, and that's how we knew that something was up. She has been actively trying to rebrand in the past few months, launching what she has been referring to as her Yams era, and generally just acting brand new like she wasn't hanging all over Diddy a few months ago. But then it's hard to fault her though, because she's trying to protect herself and her career and not go down with Diddy. And up until now, we actually thought that she might go scot-free, but Lil Rod recently updated his court documents and he went into greater detail about Miami's relationship with Diddy, especially when it comes to certain illegal substances like nose powder, if you catch my drift. Not only did he claim that Diddy and Miami allegedly used the nose powder together, but he also claimed that Diddy allegedly used Miami to move the powder for him whenever he wanted it, no matter when or where he was. According to the court documents, plaintiff and the Combs Rico Enterprise were rehearsing for something in the festival in Virginia, the court filing read. Plaintiff Jones personally witnessed Mr. Combs do a few lines of coke in his dressing room. Defendant Sean Combs wanted to see, but Brendan forgot it. So defendant Christina Coram called Young Miami, who then brought it on the private jet from Miami. For those who don't know who Brendan is, he is Diddy's alleged mule, who allegedly helps Diddy transport his all over. So what it sounds like is that Miami could be Diddy's backup whenever Brandon was unavailable or whatever. Yeah, at this point, it's kind of clear that Miami is getting in some serious trouble now that she is getting dragged into the situation. It has moved from fans speculating on social media that she could be into freak-offs with Diddy to her being exposed as moving powder for him. Yeah, things are not looking good for her. But hold up, because that's not all. The court documents also revealed that Miami was also working as Diddy's escort, if you know what I mean. Y'all know how Diddy was reported to be paying Miami $500K per month just because he liked her? Yeah, the court documents revealed that there was more to that than him just liking her, because she was allegedly his intimate worker. The court documents said Young Miami, Jade, and Daphne Joy were paid a monthly fee working as Mr. Combs' workers and received payment via wire transfer from Robin Greenhill, which outlined defendants' ongoing criminal operation. This is interesting because Tokyo Tony Ben told us about Miami being Diddy's intimate worker, but people didn't really pay attention to her at the time.
Carisha say I'm single.
I don't know who that is.
And Carisha is, of course, Young Miami from the City Girls.
Okay.
And she says I'm single, but I'm really single. And mind you, she was in a situation with Diddy, and they're in a new type of relationship where you could say we're together, but we're single and we're doing this. But now she's like, I'm single.
She just a girl, as she supposed to be. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, if it's for, like, do you see some resemblance? I don't want to say in yourself, but in like some other women who would be like, I'm gonna go out here and get this bag because the bag is
keep in mind, I don't let my stay out like that, out the cage.
There you go.
No. It's a certain type of woman that's gonna do a certain type of thing. Every woman gonna go for the coin, but it all still yet depends. That's a man that she know is rightfully bisexual with his, she's still sucking it with no problem. Literally. For 200 and what did he give her? 250?
Yeah, 250. Yeah,
that ain't enough money.
Wait, you said that's not enough?
That ain't enough money.
How
Are
much?
you out of your mind? Give me $2 million to be sucking in your gay ass. Girl, bye. He got this shit. Please. His mama get that paycheck. His mama keeping everything in line over there.
But with the court documents, Miami is in deeper than this than we know, and she is starting to realize just how far this is going, and she is about to be in even more trouble with the feds than she could have ever expected. And speaking of her being Diddy's intimate worker, y'all want to know who Daphne Joy is? 50 Cent's baby mama, that is. Daphne and 50 Cent share a 12-year-old boy that she gave birth to in 2012, but she and 50 fell out shortly after his birth. Daphne had a little something with Diddy a couple of years ago, and they were spotted out and about a couple of times. We thought that things had died down between them because Diddy isn't exactly known for keeping his woman, but from the way it looks, he kept her on his payroll as an intimate worker. This kind of explains why 50 Cent seems to dislike Diddy so much and why he often goes out of his way to troll Diddy or expose him for one thing or another. Diddy making 50's baby mama his worker is kind of embarrassing, and 50 is probably getting his lick back by roasting Diddy at every chance he gets. 50 also shaded her saying, I didn't know you was a sex worker, you little sex worker, LOL. Yo, this ish is a movie. Girl, this situation is messy AF, and this is what fans had to say. Not y'all being shocked that Young Miami is listed in court documents as Diddy's intimate worker. Yes, that's what it's called. You can call it tricking to feel better, but if you're being paid for intimacy, that's what you are, love, an intimate worker. That's how it works. So Young Miami, aka Carisha, was Diddy's prostitute and mule. No wonder he paid her by giving her her own show, and also why she kept winning those podcast awards over other deserving, more qualified podcasters. It all makes sense now. Hard work, my A. And I see why 50 Cent go in on Diddy all the time. Diddy had his BM as a sex worker. Diddy hit that boy where it hurt. That's why that dude been doing all of that stuff pertaining to Diddy. Anywho, y'all drop your thoughts on this in the comments, then check out this next video.